Welcome back. Zach here with the Underground Safari. So today's a little bit different. I'm going to be traveling south to Albuquerque, New Mexico, which is several hours, again, south of where I live. My daughter has her second gymnastics competition, so going to get to go down and see her compete. This will be the first time I actually get to see her compete. I wasn't able to make it to her first competition, so I'm really excited about today. I wanted to bring you along because despite today being just a short trip, I love to travel, and so that's something I'm passionate about and something I wanted to share with you as part of this vlog or this channel that I've created about my life and myself. And so outside of reselling, outside of farming, and outside of just raising my kids and loving on them, this is something I'd like to also bring into the fold and share with you. So join along. So it's 4:45 in the morning and I've been drinking decaf lately and I really need a cup of some real coffee. All right, best beef jerky in the world if you're from New Mexico or the Albuquerque area. All right, my little lady's about to perform. She did really good with her trial run on the beam and she's getting ready to come up next to perform, so hopefully she'll do good. Good job, Aspen. All right, good score. What you got to say for yourself? Who's the best football team in football right now?
Niners.
There you go. Okay, so my daughter's through about 3 events. She's done fantastic. I know she did really good on the beam and I think placed second. She just got done with the vault and I think she also placed in that. As for the floor event, I'm not so sure she placed in it, and that brings up a good topic to bring up in this video, and that's the importance of trying to find the silver linings in your failures. And I really want my kids to learn from their mistakes and realize the value in that. And so much we can learn about ourselves when we don't get the win and when we don't get victory. And that's really what defines you, I think, in life, is what you can learn about yourself and what you can gain from your experiences, your losses, and just the things that you fail at. So today was a perfect opportunity, and this moment was a good time to bring that up. So I'm going to go back inside, cheer out my heart for my daughter, and just be super excited for her for the accomplishment in which she's made today. So don't forget to find them silver linings in your life and learn from all your mistakes. That's imperative to living a good life.
Okay, these are your beam champions. Ladies, salute the crowd.
All right, so couldn't have went much better than that. My daughter was able to get first in the vault and also in the bars, which the bars is her favorite event. She didn't end up winning first in the overall. She took second, but I was glad to see a teammate was able to take the first place. And it's a perfect scenario and perfect circumstance. As I talked about earlier, there's a lot we can learn from our failures or not always get in first place. And so I know it's going to just drive my daughter to practice harder, to stay more focused on her passion and her craft, which is gymnastics. And I just couldn't be more proud of her as her dad for all the hard work she's put in the past several years. And this experience for me to get to see her compete was tremendous. There's nothing you want more than to see your kids do good. And despite the fact that she didn't win it all, again, the silver lining is what she can learn from this circumstance and this scenario. And so while she did feel some victory, she still got room to improve and grow. And that's the point I wanted to bring home. And that's the thing I want to raise my kids with, is that they know that they can always do better and that there's always room to improve. improve, and that we can't make our judgments on life based on just one outcome, that we have opportunities to get better. And so love you, Aspen, and I'm super proud to be your dad today. All right, so we decided to come celebrate with a nice little after competition victory lunch at Chuck E. Cheese, a place where a kid can be a kid. I think I said that right.
And this, and I did this, and this.
So you know what we used to call that when I was a kid? We called that a kamikaze or a hurricane. All right, so I'm spending some quality time with my kiddos. I'm gonna do a little interview of each one of them. So I'm gonna ask them just a couple simple questions to kind of help you all get to better know my kiddos and their craziness. So Hunter, what's your favorite food? First thing that comes to mind.
Burgers.
All right, that's a guy close to my heart. Okay, favorite football team? I know that's a hard one for you to answer.
Niners.
Oh, representing the Niners. Good answer, good answer. Okay, and then what do you want to be when you grow up, mister? First thing that comes to mind. You can always change. Plenty of time to do that.
Off the top of my head, like a track coach or something.
Oh, that's a great one, buddy. I love that. You just keep going for that, dude. Track's right up your alley. All right, little lady. So I'm going to ask you 3 simple questions just like I asked your brother. They might be a little bit different, though. Okay, so who's your best friend?
Rhea.
All right, I already kind of knew the answer to that. So what's your favorite second sport next to gymnastics? What else do you like? Basketball, nice. That's a great sport. Okay, and then what's your favorite food?
What are they called? It's kind of like tacos.
Kind of like tacos, maybe?
Yeah,
Tostadas?
Tostadas.
Oh, tostadas. I should have known the answer to that. I love you, little bear.
Okay.
All right, so Hunter's a dancer. He's got that gritty. Show me what you got coming back. There you are. That's it. Nice. All right, so one thing that is certain is that you'll never regret spending time with your kids, because someday they'll be gone and you'll regret those moments that have passed you by. So invest in your children and invest in the quality time you have with them. It means that when I was a kid, I was a skee ball specialist, and I loved playing skee ball because I could get a lot of tickets and win a lot of cheap, worthless toys. But that's the fun in coming to a place like this, and I'm glad I got to take my kids to experience it, because back home we don't have anything quite like this. And they were excited to come and wind their day down with something fun and enjoy. Space Invaders was one of my favorite games as a kid. Now my own kids are going at it in a much larger version. Super cool. So I'm very much enjoying my quality time with my kids while we did a little day trip out of town. They're having a blast right now playing some games, hoping to score some tickets to win some goods. Can't stress it enough. Invest in your life, invest in the people you love, but especially invest in your kids and your family. That is everything, and that will lead to more happiness. So embrace those around you. They're the ones that are going to care and be there for you most. And even if it's your kids, they really know what's best for you, like you know what's best for them. I'm going to stop at the Goodwill here in Rio Rancho, New Mexico. As a reseller, I'm subject to a lot of taxes at the end of the year. So one thing you want to do when you're in business for yourself is have a lot of deductions, a lot of write-offs. And so that's part of what I'm doing here. Is I did drive 168 miles one way, and while the mission objective was to see my daughter compete, another side story is that I can do a little bit of sourcing. I'm going to keep it pretty short because my kids are ready to get home, and we do still have about a 3-hour drive with some weather coming in. But I just want to thank you for joining along. Hopefully you liked this video. Hopefully you made it to the end, and if you did, please like, comment, or subscribe. And like I said earlier, never undervalue the power of silver linings and all you can learn from your failures in life. That is part of everything you need to know to grow. So thanks again. Love you. Appreciate you joining.